Greetings in the name of Christ Jesus. I'm Father Dermot Roach, and I'm joining you today from St. Anthony's Chapel, our beautiful chapel here at the Provincial House of the SMA Fathers, located in Tenafly, New Jersey. I'm also here on an appeal. You know, since COVID began, our lives have been drastically changed in many ways. And one of the ways in which we find ourselves in that changed mode is the restriction of activities. Yet despite the COVID, the missionary activity of the church hasn't changed. In fact, it once again is on the increase. Time and immemorial, that the church has always proven through history that when the world is in crises, the Lord rises from the ashes new saints, new missionaries, new missions, and re-inspires and invigorates the missionary activity of the church to adapt to the new ways and the new challenges that we find ourselves in. Our usual way of raising funds for the mission is becoming more and more difficult. So I come to you today to share with you that the good news is still being spread. It's being spread more and more through the social media outlet, but it also needs the human touch. And so I share with you that some of the missionary activity also in the American province has proven itself new and refreshed and rejuvenated. In the last few years, we have been working in parishes in Brockton and Everett, Massachusetts. We recently opened in Seat Pleasant, Maryland, St. Margaret's of Scotland, African American communities, sharing the joy and the love of the risen Christ. We also are still very much involved on the ground in Africa, in Ghana, in Tanzania in particular. Our work in Liberia for over 100 years has also proven itself very successful. The dream of our founder, Bishop de Breziac, was to establish indigenous clergy, men who come from the nations to which the missionaries were working in, that they too may find a vocation in the priesthood and become evangelizers in the mission world. That's in full force. In fact, we are blessed in the SMAs now to have well over 200 young men in seminary training to be new missionaries in the 21st century. We also have over 200 priests from the African continent already working, both in Africa, Europe, and the United States, joyfully proclaiming the great news of the risen Christ. I have also greater news. Recently, the Holy Father made a declaration that servant of God, Bishop Melchior de Mariam Breziac, our founder, has now been elevated to the title of Venerable. And Rome is making that request for us to ask you to pray for his intercession so that a miracle could be established that could raise him to beatification. These are great things. This is the movement of the missionary activity of the church I speak of. And right now we seek your help because as the world is changing, the needs are growing, and our missions are in trouble. They need all the help they can get. The ways in which we have traditionally raised money, the Gala, the communion breakfast, the spring dances, are all being changed. But we need you right now in a very special way to help us by means of social communication in any way that you can afford so that the work will live on. The joy will be proclaimed. The smiles on children's faces will continue. For more information, click on the link below or in the description of the video and find more ways in which you can help the SMA Fathers to continue to proclaim the good news across the continent of Africa, to the poorest of the poor, and even here in the United States where we have been working. Let's keep the missionary activity of the church alive and well. God bless you.